Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Let's say we are at a point where we are convinced like that staying in touch is important. I want to stay in touch. I really think it is important. How do I do it? That's the question. Let's try to explore how we can take action and make our desire a reality. Okay? The first and foremost rule that you have to kind of realize is that staying in touch requires time. So you have to make time for it. It doesn't require too much time, but it does require some time. So the question is that you can ask yourself, okay? The question that you can ask yourself is, when will I get in touch? What is the right time for me to do it? You can set aside some time in calendar, for example, that on Fridays in the afternoon, this is my getting in touch with people time. Okay, you can schedule calls in advance by messaging people and agreeing, okay, do you want to have a call tomorrow at this and that time? The most important thing is that some time has to be allocated for it. Okay, importantly, you should proceed gradually. Okay, start very simple, start very small with one person or two. We discussed prioritization, that we should prioritize people. So start with the people from the top of the list, or start with people that you really feel easy contacting. Okay? The most important thing is that you set yourself some goal. For example, that with this particular person, with my mom, I'm gonna have short conversations, or maybe like message her on daily basis, or on weekly basis, or every other day, and try to stick to that regularity. Establish a pattern, build up. As we have graph here, it's not going to be linear progress for sure. Some moments you will feel this motivation and you will feel good about getting in touch. You call up one person, another, and like your score of getting in touch will go up. Then a low point will come. You will get busy. You don't feel like contacting anyone or whatever. So you will drop some of it. Then you get back to good times. To you get a bit free. You again start keeping in touch with people. And the most important thing is that you don't need perfection straight away. You need progress. You need to look back a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, and say that actually the situation is better. I developed this habit of calling up my mom every day, and now she is actually waiting for me to call. And if I don't call, then she messages me. So you want to establish a pattern, a habit in your life, and this takes time. And perfectionism is not a good strategy in this case. Rather, patience and also taking things easy and being consistent. This is the secret, like with most other things in life. What exactly can you do? I mean, obviously, there are a lot of means um, through which you can contact people. But just to kind of to simulate, in terms of texting, let's say you haven't gotten in touch with person for a long while, what do you write to such a person? That's exactly what you should write. You should say, hey, or assalamu alaikum. How are you, bro? It's been a while. What's new? You can also say that, oh man, I really miss you. Let's have a call this week. Are you free anytime soon? You can send an audio message saying, oh man, how are you, bro? I really miss you. Or like, if you If it's your parents, you can call them, I remember when I started calling my mom on more regular basis. In the beginning, she was really used to me only calling when I have something to say, when something happened or whatever. So when I call her, she's like, okay, so what do you want to say? It's like the expectation is that there has to be a reason for me to call. After some time, this went away. So now when I call her, she doesn't ask why you're calling. She basically expects me to call just for no reason, just to hear her, right? To hear her voice. With video calls, it's something nice. If you have kids, for example, and you want your relatives to see your kids, this is something you can use. And video calls also create this higher level of intimacy, right? That you can see the person, the gestures, but sometimes audio calls or texting or audio messages can be easier. And the best of all is, of course, in person, meeting in person. You can visit, you can go out together, you can invite you, and like if you have an opportunity, if you are far away, try to visit from some time to time. One of the advices that I've heard recently is that if your friend lives in a city nearby, maybe you can meet halfway, in some place halfway, that you travel a bit and the person travels a bit and you meet halfway and explore this new place. So the main thing is that be creative and be courageous and be easy. Be easy on people, be easy on yourself. Start. Start with something simple, with something small. Start now. Start from now. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.